Hello everyone, I hope you can hear me well. So today we will talk about location-based application using Bing Maps. So as you know, this is the kind of session series, and this is the seventh version of it. And today we will talk about how can we integrate maps into our application and make them like a kind of interactive applications. So my name is Ibrahim and I'm working as Technical Evangelist in Middle East and Africa DP team. So this is my blog address. You can access like the previous recording, so what we had so far. And also here is my Twitter address. You can go there and you can ask any question to me. So and also if you have any question from like the previous recording, previous sessions, please let me know, like by email or by Twitter. At the same time, end of the session, I will introduce you like the new way to reach out, like for your all questions and for all support you need in the coming days. So let's start. So this is my blog address. As I mentioned before, you can go there and you can get all resources regarding Windows 8.1, and you can get like all recording videos and sessions which is needed for Windows 8.1 application development. And this is our Windows 8 roadmap. So if you wanted to develop an application, so you can go there and you can check where you are, and you can find all related resources in one page, and you can get them and you can train yourself. And in order to create a really nice application, high quality application, you can just check what you need for your applications. For the agenda, like as I mentioned before, in the coming days we have 3 more sessions. After those 3 more sessions, we will end up like this series, and we will talk about like the specific topics, like the detail by detail. So for example, you can go to this site, this URL, and you can access like the all videos and also all sessions in the coming days. And this session will be in XAML and C#. And if you have any question, please don't hesitate to ask through the IM, through the questions and answers side. So I will follow up through the session, and if there's a question, I will try to answer that. So basically, this is the link for all available sessions. You can go there and you can check it. So today, we will talk about Bing Maps. Bing Maps is really important tool for our the application development side. If you wanted to really increase the user experience of your application, or if you wanted to really create interactive application with users, so Bing Maps is really correct tool for that. So where can you get it? For Visual Studio 2013, you can go to this URL, ak.ms/v8 Bing Maps. So you can get this SDK for Windows 8.1 applications. Then after that, it will be a ready component in your toolbox, and you can get it and you can, start developing application. And today we will see how can we use this SDK, these maps, this tool in our applications. So I hope this will really find you well. And also we need credentials. For the credentials, you can go to this website, the bingmapsportal.com. You can create your own, for the trial or something like that for your applications. But if you wanted to really create a business around this service, so you can also buy this Bing Map service as a services for your application. And also I will use some credentials which I generated from this website, this URL. So please go there and sign in with your Live ID, your Microsoft account, and you will be able to get some credentials from there. So moving forward, whenever you add a new map control in your application, so you will be able to see like this. So whenever you add a map control in your application, you will see inside of your XAML part, the control maps and map name, and also alignments and the sizes of your map. So this is just so easy, and we will see that there are some couple of tricks. So you need to be be aware of. And other than that, you can use as a tool, like use as any kind of control on your the toolbox in Visual Studio like 2013. So at the same time, you can use the same component in Bing. So for the in Blend, what can you do is like you can access the map, and whenever you click there, like in the objects, you can see as a map control there, like here. And if you move right, so you can see there like there's a properties. Like with the properties, you can access any single detail of your Bing maps. For example, we will have a look at that there, like the logo position or map type or preload area or something like that. You can access every single specific feature of the Bing maps. For example, show buildings, like the show navigation bar or these kind of things. There are lots of things, lots of details. Whenever you like to use them, so you can have the more useful or more like user-friendly tool for your application. As I mentioned before, it depends on your scenario. After that, we have a push pin. This is just a written one, and you can see that like for Istanbul, I have added my push pin inside of the application, and it looks like this. So the only thing, and also the another thing you need to be sure, like the culture of your Bing maps. For example, as you see, this is in Turkish, like Turkey or Syria or Bulgaristan. This is all in Turkish. So if you wanted to get in like in different language, and also we will see in this session how can we do that. Other than that, there is a code service, like the geocode service. Again, like this is again Bing maps, but the old name is like the virtual earth. So you can go to this endpoint, and you can just just query anything. Like you can just ask for any kind of city or any kind of address, and you can get the location from there, and we will see inside of this session. So other than this, like if you have any question, please use like the Stack Overflow and also Twitter for that. So for Stack Overflow, please use MiaDev hashtag if you have any question or any specific thing. And if you have any question, please use Twitter like the hashtag MiaInfluencer, and we will talk about it later as well, like the MiaInfluencer application. Basically that is an app so which allows you to access like all resources, all events, blogs, screencast application, all users through here. Like end of the session, also I will check from here if there's a question or not, so I can easily access that as well. And at the same time, you can also access like previous recording PowerPoint slides and also the code side from here. So this is just one click away. So please try to use it, and please try to check it. And again, like if you have any question, so I will try to check it from the MiaInfluencer hashtag, and then we can access it. And also at the same time, you can ask for the question and answer part. Okay, this is great. So at the end of the session, I will give my old contact address, and then you can get back to me. So basically, we will talk about how can we use Bing maps in our applications, and we can check it. So there is a question. Okay, if you can go to application and try to log in and request for an access, then if you have problems, just let me know by email, and then I will try to see try to contact with the support guys in order to see what's the problem. So I'm using 2013 right now, Visual Studio, and then what I will do is I will create a new application. So in order to see what are the possibilities or what are the key points for Bing Maps applications, I will go to my online session series again as a folder. So this app will be named Bing Maps app. And I will create an empty application from here. Whenever I go to main page, on the left side, when I search for the map, like, I can easily access my Bing Maps. So whenever I drag and drop into my project, so it will show me an error. So this is basically for the designer, the problem, and the designer is like, this how can I say, this data, this Bing Maps is like to comply for the every single platform, like x86 or x64 or ARM processors. So what will we do is, like, we will select the platform in order to design our Bing Maps and in order to see them. So as you see, there are some like the explanation marks, like, the alerts, like, these are not compatible with this one. So what will we do is, like, I will go to, like, the solution, I will go to properties, and like through the properties, what I will do is I will go to configuration properties, configuration manager, and then x86. I will set x86 to here and to here, and then I will close it, and then it will set up to here as well. I will just accept it, that's okay. So I will build my project. And as you see, like, there is no warning right now, like inside of the references, Bing Maps and Visual C++, it is already there. So what I will do is I will drag and drop my map inside of my project again. So here it is. So what I will do is I will just make it fit to my page. So that's it, that's okay. So what I will do is I will lock my tool inside of my project, like on the left side, right side, bottom and the top side, that's okay. So what I will do is, I can give a name to my map, and I will build my project, build succeeded, and then I will run this application on my PC. So as you see, like, here is the map. Like, here are the some, like, other navigation thing, like the zoom in and zoom out. And as you see, there is a ticker in here. So it is in Turkish, it's saying that, so there is like unknown credential, I need to get a new credential from bingmapsportal.com. So if you can go to bingmapsportal.com and if you can sign in, so like, you will be able to like create new credentials, or you can easily access like the all existing credentials from here. So what you will do is you will just go to here, like create or view keys, or like update view account details or something like that. So like this is the place where you can get your new keys. So for example, create a new key. Whenever I go there, like, I can see my expired one, and also I can see my all necessary like updates. Like, you will see that. So I will close here. Like, you can generate and you can get a new credentials from there. So this is your responsibility right now. So whenever you get it, like, it will look like this one. So let me copy my credentials. And so whenever you select this one, whenever you select this tool, on the right side on credentials, you will see that there's a credentials part. So you can just pass your code there, and then you can enter. So then you will see that that code is appearing inside of your map control. And whenever you build this project, and whenever you run this project, you will see that there is no ticker anymore. So like, you can just access like all Bing Maps like this, and you can see like, what you need in your application. So this is like the important part of that. Like, as I mentioned before, like, you can see like the all country names in Turkish. So because my keyboard location is Turkish. So what I can do is I can go there and I can check like the all related properties of my my map, and I can check from here. And at the same time, what can I do is I can go to blend with my Bing Maps, and I can see inside of blend, and I can see on the right side like what are the needed for my application, I can see there. So let me build it. So there is a compile problem. Let me build it. It is building right now. Okay. Oops. Okay, like basically, like when we are facing this problem is like, whenever you open this project, so it may be related with like the compiled sources inside of your application. What can you do is like, you can close this project, close this solution, and you can go to your Blend again, and you can reopen Blend, you can reopen your application, and you can see it. It will be like the solved like this. So sometimes it is happening, like, you need to be sure, like this is just at the first time, like whenever you open the application, this may happen. So like, please be aware of that. So other than that, like when you go to like the beam maps like this, when you select that on the right side, you can access lots of properties for this one. So you can change the like, opposite of that, you can change the size of that. For example, you can go to like, all other sections. So basically, you can use like link maps in like the different scenarios. So the basic, I just wanted to show you like some applications. So for example, this is from Turkey. Like, like in Istanbul, the traffic is a really big problem here. And a partner, like especially like the government, develop an application, so which is showing like the whole traffic situation in Istanbul and in Turkey as well. So basically, it is just showing there, like, with the like the green lines or the red lines. Red lines means like be aware of that, like there is a traffic. Green line is open, or like some orange lines. This means like, like it is going slowly, and like you can get lots of things. For example, whenever you click any the camera in here, you can see the view on the right side, and you can check what is happening like on that road. Like whenever you check it, like, it is very useful, and when you have a look at that, you can get an idea about like, what is the situation there. So same thing in here, like, this is using the beat maps, and there are lots of applications like this. So you can create an application like that in order to show it on the map. So it might be location based, or it might be like the showing the really closest thing to your users. So another application is like, as you know, this Foursquare. Like the Foursquare is really great example for that, like using the map in a really innovative way. So basically you can have some places, or you can have some like the points or points inside of your application, and you can show up to your users. So for example, like here, like whenever you go to left side, you can see like, this is New York right now. So you can see like the New York in there. Whenever you click there, you can just open any single detail, and whenever you go there, you can just see there and see the details. On the left side, you can see they just use in a really creative way. So you can do the same thing as well. So let me go back, and as you see, like, this is Microsoft Turkey, and then whenever you go there, you can get detail in here, and you can just check it, and you can just see all the details. So think about like the possibilities, like to think about your scenario as well. So you can do the same thing with your application, and then you can provide a really nice, better UI and nice the visualization to your users. So especially there are some properties like the copyright position, will it be on the right side or left side, like the credentials, as I mentioned for, and culture. Like, this is just working as Turkish TR. So what about English US? Whenever press F5 to run this application, so as you see there, like Africa, Europe, North America, Asia, like you can see in English. So whenever you go to details, like you can see like in the details. So I never tried it, but let me try to do that in French or in Arabic. So let me try to do that. Yeah, this is in French. You can see in French as well. Or whenever you go to details, like you can see all the country names in French. Let me try to use Arabic, like Arabic, Egypt, or reverse. Let me check it. Yeah, for example, Arabic for Egypt, like you can see like all the maps in Arabic, and you can get more details regarding this one. So, like also you can use like the users like the decision. So whatever they select, so you can just show up like the all content, like all the thing, like in their own language as well. So what I will do is I will just use like English United States. Then I will show up like in English, like everything there. So at the same time, like you can see that like road type, like map type. So you can see that it is road right now. So whenever you go there, you will see that there's a road, arrow, like the bird seed, like the high contrast and empty. So for example, road is like it's a kind of the showing as a road. What about the aerial? So you can see that. So this is just the satellite view. So you can see the bird, like with the labels, like you can go there and you can access. So this is just for like the showing like all the things in there. So let me go back and let me change my settings to hybrid. So let me go there. There is no hybrid right now, so bird see like the high contrast, and also high contrast is really nice one as well. And also you can provide this one maybe in the like the dark side or like in a different places, like it's all up to you. So like to think about the scenario where would you like to use this one, and you can show up inside of there. So this is just a high contrast one. So then especially I really like the road view, so I will leave as it is, like the road. And at the same time, you can select like the different preload one, like the small, medium, and large. You can select from here. There are lots of possibilities. There are lots of properties. You can just check it. So, for example, you can just like show or don't show like the buildings, or you can just show the navigation bar or not. So, like navigation bar is basically like the on the right side and also like the left side, top side. You can see the tools. So whenever we unselect that, like the show navigation bar, the navigation bar is like on the top side, on the left side, and also right side of your upper side of your project, upper side of your screen. So what can we do is like we can just show the navigation bar again and like to see the differences. Like as you see, like you can see like this thing. You can just change it and you can just see it, or you can just show like the traffic or not. You can see that, and you can make zoom out and zoom in inside of the nav. Like this is the navigation one, and also there is a scale bar. So whenever we close this one, so you can just disable the navigation bar. At the same time, you can disable the scale bar as well. So whenever I press F5, you can see just a clean map. So this is so cool. Like whenever you wanted to like to show anything else in your application, you can just use this pure view, and also zoom in and zoom out. This is up to you. And also you can use your like two finger zoom in and zoom out. For example, like this, you can just zoom in with your two finger. Like you can see the points there. So this is one thing. Another one is like really cool feature of the Bing Maps, the show traffic feature. Like the traffic feature is really nice and working in like some selected countries. So for example, whenever you press F5, like it will show up a kind of how can I say, the lines which shows you like the traffic situation. For example, you can see in here like the green, like in Europe, it is available in Europe, and it's also available in some places in Turkey. So you can see that. So whenever you go down, like you can see which countries are like supporting this one or which are not. So you can just see there. So for example, whenever you go to Istanbul, like in a level, you can see which roads are red or which roads are yellow or something like that. Whenever you go to details, so it will show up in a much more high level information inside of there. So you can use the same thing as well. Like I will disable it right now. So the zoom level is another one. So what can you do is, like, one is general, like the earth view, like the worldwide view. So whenever you make it like 10 or 5, like, it is just showing up like where you wanted to zoom in. So right now it's zooming into the ocean. So if I will go back, yeah, you can see that. So at the same time, we can change the city center or center of the map. So here it is. Like, you can just select like anything else inside of that. For example, 41 to 41. Anyway, I cannot change it right now. So let me go to like inside of the location. Yeah. So look for the location, I can just change it to the same, for example, like 42 or 41 to 29, for example. So this is okay, and I will run this application. It will show up in Istanbul because the coordinate is like showing Istanbul, and then I can like center my map to here. So for example, I can change the zoom level. So this was 10 and I can make it 5, or I can make it 4. So whenever I press F5, so it will run the maps again. It will show up the map, but Istanbul will be at the center. So whenever I zoom in, so I will go deep to Istanbul and I can see the details. So these kind of things, like, you can just set like the all center, like all the things inside of here, like by yourself. At the same time, you can do this thing like programmatically as well. So these are just the basics. Like, if you wanted to work with Bing Maps, you can use these features. And if we will go back to Visual Studio and change some like details inside of there, let's see what can we do inside of the application. So I will basically open the same application again. For the center of the map, I just wanted to remove this one. But as you see, like the latitude 41 and longitude will be 29. So what can I do is, okay. Okay, so that's it, I removed it. So what I will do is I will go back to code behind side, and I can say that whenever this project will be loaded with an event handler, I can catch all the things, and then I can set something inside of there. And also, I gave a name to my map, like my map control, and my map control is just showing the center in here. And also this center is location, like Bing Maps location type. So what can I do is I can just create a new Bing Maps location, and it can just get the latitude and longitude as well. So like if you remember, I just cut it there. I can just type it in here, like with looking that latitude is like the 41 and longitude is like the 29. So I can just remove this stable part, that's it. So I can just build the project. and I can run my project as well. But before that, also I can control my zoom level from my application. So like this zoom level is getting a double inside of there. So for example, let's say 7. So I will give an integer point inside of there. So whenever I run this application, I can just to show up Istanbul in like the level of 7 to my map. So you can see that. So like to think about it, like if we can to access these kind of possibilities inside of the application, so this means we can do more with that. So there is a question, let me check it. So the question is, can we use Google Maps? So you can use it, but like that is not like a control like this. So basically the Bing Maps is like provided an SDK for Windows 8.1, and you can use with like every single feature of it, and that will be built in. So with other third-party the maps, you cannot access like this, or you cannot change rotation, or you can think about it. This is just a kind of the control, and you can change like the all rotation, all the things. Like if you remember last week call, so what we did in XAML, like with web view or something like that. So you can do the same thing with Bing Maps, like to think about the possibilities. So basically this one is okay. So what I will do is I will just add a push pin inside of my application. Like the push pin is just showing the where I am, or I can just add a like specific push pin for that. So for example, like for adding a push pin, what can I do is I can just add it like push pin. So it is not recognized. Let me resolve it with adding Bing Maps. Push pin, and the name will be push pin, and I will create a new object from that. And after that, I can give a color for that, like a bit of background color, and I can just say new solid brush color. That might be Windows UI dot colors dot, for example, dark red or red, anything else. Like whenever you wanted to give any color, like you can use like red one, or you can just give a code for that, like the red like color code for that. So that's okay. So what will we do is like we created a push pin we need to add inside of our map. So in order to do that, we are using map layer. Map layer is like setting the position of like that selected object. That object, for example, push pin, and we need to define a location. If you remember, this was our location. So what I will do is I will create a new location. Location name will be location, or let me say my location. So my location will be like this. Then after that, I will add into here, like into my push pin. Sorry for that. My location. I will add my map layer status, like push pin location as my location, and also I will set my map center as my location as well. So whenever I try to do that, like it will look like this. Then whenever I build this one, and whenever I run it, like it will work. But before that, so like we define in here, like the map. We set the position, we created the push pin, but we didn't add inside of our map. So what can we do is we can add a children as this push pin. So we created a push pin, we added inside of our project, and we can access there. So I will build this one, and I would run my application. So like as you see, whenever I run this application, there will be a push pin. Push pin is like added a point where we are, or like basically where we define the location in here. So if I change it to like let me change it to 42, like it will be in a different place other than Istanbul. Like, as you see, it is here. So let's think about it. If we can get this code, like this coordination dynamically, like, we can also add more flexibility inside of our application. Think about it. You are just retrieving this. You are retrieving an array of, or the list of locations, and you are just putting inside of there. So let's simulate that. So for example, if we have, for example, a collection of, for example, less than 25. Oops. So let me put like this. So for example, think about it. Let's generate the code, and let's say E plus 10, I plus 5. So imagine if we set a latitude and longitude like this, and we will generate a list of random locations, and then we will pin inside of our map, and then we will show up inside of there. So, and also I don't have to add a center, so I can just run it and I can just show it there. So and also I don't have to zoom level, but that's okay. So, and also let me add my location as well. If I will put my zoom level like that, so I can see my map. So let me run this. So as you see, it is here, it's a list of arrays. So as you see, like, you can just put there and you can just access any of them. So this is just like the easy one, like the easy step, and you can just, like to show inside of the map, and you can just like the highlight there. So what about like adding in a different way? So for example, whenever we click into our map, so what can we add a new push pin inside of there? So I guess we can do that. In order to do that, we have a event handler. So whenever we click our component, the name is pointer pressed. Like, we can use pointer pressed for that. Pointer pressed. So whenever we use this one, whenever we click this one, so we can use our location. So for that, let me create a location, and let's say selected lock, and selected location will be again a location, and let me go to again my map. Let me build this one, let me build this project. Okay, my map. So we don't have to do it private. So we can just we can just access our maps inside of there. Like again, like my map, right? It is not showing there. So let me rebuild it. Oops. It is not showing there. Did we do anything wrong? Let me go to here, and again, my map is not showing there. So let me say that, oops. Let me cut this one, and let me remove this one as well. So what I will do is I will just clean this solution and rebuild it again. Okay, my map is here. Okay, my map pointer pressed. this will be my event, and my map is here. Okay, I can access it right now. So we created a location. If you remember, location, then selected log will be my new location. Then after that, I said that my map will try picks out the location. So this will allow me to, like, whenever I click on the map, so this will just show up, so where I click, and then I can easily access there. So let me get that point, get current point. So that will be my map. This is my map, and I will get the position of it. Then I will like selected location after that. So basically this is just like retrieving the location. Then after that, what I will do is I will create a new push pin. So I will create a push pin for that. Let me say that pp and then new push pin again. Then after that, like, I will add this push pin, like the set value, and also we can add like this as well, like the being maps or map layer dot position property will be my selected log. Then after that, I will say that this my map children dot add this push pin. So that's it. So let me build this project and then let me run it. So as you see, whenever I click any place, I cannot edit here. Oops. So let's go back and let's see where we made a mistake, and then we can have a look at that. And also let's run this. Oops, we cannot get the pointer pressed. Okay, this is pointer pressed. So this means whenever we try to do that, there is a problem. So let me register inside of the here. So let me run the project again. Okay, this is not working right now. So let me remove this part and then let's see how it will work. Again, this is not working right now. So maybe we can use like pointer pressed override. So this dot my map dot pointer pressed overview. Alright, so like the difference between that, like if we have existing one, so we are just defining on the top of that. So let me run this one. Yes, this is working right now. So the problem is like we set like the pointer press. So this should be like the pointer press override. Like we need to override that method. So we can uncomment this one and then we can run this project. And let's see. So here are the dark red. So whenever we click there, like we can just add like the blue points inside of our map whenever we click. And also it will work with my touch as well. So there are some questions. Let me check it. So the questions, could you please explain, try pixel to location? Yes. Basically what it does is, think about it. We are just seeing like the pixels of locations, like the pixels of how can I say it, screen. So whenever I click here, like it stands for a pixel, like from the left side and also top side. But this is like defining a place, defining a geolocation on my map. So this means like, for example, let's say 200 pixel from left side and like 150 pixel from like the top side. This stands for the location, like the geolocation. So this is just basic to doing that, getting those pixels to location. And then like if you can see in here, like we can get like, you know, the current point from that map, like as a position, and we are just setting that as a location. Like whenever like you say like position, like, you know, you can just X or Y or Z. So this is just stands for like, you know, the location, like the pixel location of your map. And this is just, you know, the generating a location for your push pin or any element. So for example, if we say like add this push pin into not the location or like but the pixel, this position, in that case whenever we move the view of the map, so we won't see the same thing. So that will be the main problem. Yes, problem with the initialization. So we fixed that problem. Thanks, Ibrahim. So like, you know, this is just basically like, you know, how we can access the map and how we can modify it. So, you know, there are lots of features of that, like, you know, also we will see it like in this session as well. So basically what I really wanted to talk about is like the geocode. Like if you will see that, like, you know, there is the code in here, like the like a web service visual. So what can we do is like we can add as a reference into our application. So I will say that add as reference. Then after that, what we can do is like, you know, we can just pass this code inside of there. We can just say go, and then it can discover, and then you know, we can just get that. We can just get that code into our application. So we can just say service reference link maps. So this will help us to like, you know, the access like all points inside of our application, and we can like to send a query to the link maps. So there is a question. So the question is, how can we get the current location of the device using link maps? So like there is a demo end of the session. Like, you know, if you can wait a bit, like, you know, we will see how can we do that. So I will show that. So basically, like, you know, if you wanted to add a new search inside of your application, like this is just the main page loaded or something like that. So what I will do is I added this link map service reference. So I will add a new query when this page will be loaded. So that query will be my like the geocode address like by the query. So there is already I have prepared the search query for that. So let me like type it here. So basically this is just a location. Let me define tasks inside of that. So basically this is just that one, and let me add references from my web services, and that's it. Basically what it does is this is generating a geocode request. So this the request is like, you know, accessing to my the web client, like to my web service, and creating a new the query. Like with this query, I have a token, my credential inside of here, and then after that my query is having my address where I am asking for that. So this is query, like it might be a full address, or it might be a city name, or it might be a country name. Like, you know, you will decide for that. So then after that, like you will define the credentials inside of that, and then you will get responses. You will get list of response to your application, and you can select one of them. So I will select like the first response of it, and then I will show up inside of my application. You know, it will basically work like, for example, in maps. So if you search for example, Cairo, like it will show up like the two results. Like first of all, like the Cairo, And then second one is like if there's another place like old Cairo or new Cairo, like you will see that. So the basically it will be the same like whenever we integrate our application, like we will have a query for that. Like that query is just getting this one. So what can we do is like when the page is loaded, we can add here. So like we can ask for a location. So like we are just retrieving a location from here. Like if we can go back, so like it will retrieve a location, but with the async method. So what will we do is like we will just call await get geocode. So first of all let me make it async, like because we are calling an asynchronous method. So let me get the name of that, like get geocode address, and then I need to put a name inside of there, like for example Cairo, and that's it. So what will we do is like this type is location, location, like this will be my Bing Bing.maps.location, because we integrated our web service. So whenever we use like these kind of locations, then after that we need to define it like this is just a Bing Maps location. So this is okay right now. So I define like this. So, and also let me change this location to Bing Maps location in order to solve if there is any conflict, if there will be any conflict. So this is just location. Then this will be my like query log, cool location. Let's like this. So after that, like we can add a push pin inside of here. So again, like I will just copy and paste from here, or like from here. It is up to you. So I will copy and paste from here, but color will be my black. And location will be my query location. And I will say that push pin will be my query push pin. I will set the background color, I will set the position, I will add as a children inside of my map. So whenever we like to see that like the Cairo query will be added inside of the map as a black pin. So that's okay, I guess. So like there is no result right now. So let me go back and change to Istanbul. For example, whenever I type it like that, yep, here it is. Istanbul is a black pin like here. You can see that, and you can get more details like that. So, like, if I say, but I really don't know why Cairo is not working. It might be because of the culture. Like, it was working when I tested. So let me check it like Kahire or Egypt. Egypt will be Isa. Oops. Egypt will be Isa, I guess. Let me clean the solution. Let me run the app. Yeah, Egypt is here. Like as you see, like there's a black pin, and you can see that. So, and also I just wanted to show you how can we modify these kind of the push pins inside of our application, like instead of like having just one type of the location. So what can I do is I can just modify it like I'm using user controls for that, like creating a new user control and using in my application. I will do the same thing again. So basically I will create if I will go like user control, and then if I will say my push pin or custom push pin, so like this is my user control, and I can just define it like this. So the size is like the 7 to the 70, but you can just change it. I can just make it 40 to 40, or just you can just make it bigger. So it's all up to you. So I will use this size, and also I prepare the kind of I can prepare a circle, for example, like ellipse, which is showing just the directions of your location. So to think about it, you can just use the different views or the different animations inside of there, even animations inside of your pins, in your push pins, and then you can show up inside of there. So you can just change the stroke of it. You can change the colors, or you can just change the view. It is all up to you. You can just change it through here. Or same thing with stroke. You can just change the stroke of it. So let me make it to the 3. So this is just a basic one, and as you see, this is just a 40 to the 40. So what I will do is I will just go back to my code site, the main page XAML, and then if you remember, I added a push pin in here. So I will add my custom push pin inside of there. So in order to do that, I will just use my push pin in here, and then it will be my instead of push pin, it will be my custom push pin, and I can put it here custom push pin. This will be my custom push pin, and also I can remove this one, the background color. I don't need that one. And then whenever I run this one, into Egypt, it will add my custom push pin. You will see that here it is. In Egypt, it is just showing that my custom push pin. And also I can do the same thing for every single the push pins. For example, I can copy this one, and instead of this one, for example, I can use my custom push pin as well. And I don't need to define a background, so it will be the same. So other than using a normal push pin, I can define my old custom one, and you can use it in my application. To think about it, you can use this thing in your application as a data visualization, and you can use it in your application as well. So this is one of the good good side of that. We call this one, especially when we use web service. So we call it the geocode, and also the geocoding, and also you can use it as a kind of reverse geocoding as well. So this is just an option. It is all up to you. So first of all, I would like to add this feature into our the map. In our photo application that what we created in here. Then after that, I will use how can we use our existing location, just showing on the map, and then I will end up the session. So basically, I will go to my photo application, and I will just add a basic one into our application. You will see that how can we integrate into an existing application if you need these kind of features. So basically, if you remember, this is just an application. Whenever you go to detail, it is just showing up. So some details regarding the application. So what I will do is I will just go to you can see in here in the source longitude and latitude. So for example, you can see in here longitudes and latitudes. So I will just use this in my application in order to show up inside of the app. So in order to do that, if you remember, we added into the detail page, I will add the map control into my control inside of here. So let me make this thing smaller because of my screen size. And for my start panel, I will put like this, and then what I will do is I will just add a map view inside of my application. Again, the same thing, I need to change my project target inside of the app. I need to go to configuration properties. I need to change it to x86, and then I need to close it, and I need to save it again. So I will do the same thing. So whenever my page is loaded, I will drag and drop inside of my project, and that's it. It's there. So what I will do is I will just the copy and paste, instead of copying and pasting my credentials. So first of all, I just wanted to give a size to my calendar, my map, sorry for that, not the calendar. So in the layout, I will just give a size for that, like 400. So it will be on the left side, and that's it. So what I will do is I will give a name, again, the name will be the my map, and then after that I give a credentials inside of that, credentials, and that will be it. So what I will do is whenever this image is selected, whenever this photo is selected, I will show up the location of it in here. So this is my map. So what I will do is I will go to my detail page demo CS, detail page demo CS. And if you remember, whenever we select these kind of images in our application, here it is. So we will just the pop-up in here. So what I will do is, first of all, I need to define my location. Oops. But this will be again like the Bing dot maps dot location, and then this will be my selected log, and selected log will be my new location. And after that, this selected log will have a latitude where I will get it from my double selected photo, selected image, and latitude. And I will do the same thing for selected location, longitude. This will be double selected image, and then that will be longitude. That's it. And then we need to add this push pin inside of our application. I will use built-in push pin for that. Push pin. So let me resolve this one with the pink maps. Okay. So this push pin will be my PP, and then push pin will be there. And then I need to add this push pin into my children. Before that, I need to define this push pin on my map layer at position, and this push pin will be on my selected location. Then after that, I can set my maps center to selected location, and after that I can change my zooming level of my application to, for example, 6. So that's it. So it should add a new push pin inside of the map. So let's run this application. Let's build it first of all, and then whenever we build it, let's run the app. And it's here. For example, whenever I will go there, as you see on the map side, it is here, it is just showing there. So I can go to the details. I can just remove these navigations, as I showed you before. You can just pop up inside of the application very easily. To think about it, to think about the possibilities. What can you do? Especially I'm just leaving the user interface of the application like this, because we will have a separated code regarding the UIs and the user experience. So in that session, we will just make it more interactive and make it more attractive. Okay, there is a question on Twitter, so let me check it. And also, guys, like you can use like the Twitter, like the hashtag #MeInfluencer in order to like ask any question. Please use that. The search service is available, or should I do it by myself? Like as I mentioned before, like there is a geocoding service. So what can you do is like you can just go there and you can use it. So let me, like it was on the previous application. So you can just go there and you can register. You can get it by yourself, and this is just a free one. But the important thing is like you need to have a credentials. Like you can just search anything. For example, what we did in here, like we search for like Egypt, for example. So this is just a search. Like if you have full detailed address, for example, in US or in something like that, you can just easily go there and you can just access it. I hope this is a question, or like if your question is like being searched, like the devices, sorry for that, the SDKs for the Bing Maps is available right now. Like the Bing as like the development platform, like if you have heard about it or not, so it is available there. And like if you have any question, guys, like please just let me know. Like I can just check it from here. Like the tag is like #MeInfluencer. Okay, let's go back to our topic. So that's it. So what will we do is right now, like we will use a location. So this is just integrated into our application. So what I will do is I will just go for, I can create a new application, but I will just move on with this one in order to save the time. So what I will do is I will just use my location in order to show it inside of there. So, and also there is a nice simulation for like the simulator for the application. You can just check it. And at the same time, we have a nice demo. So let me show you. So let me go to like call series, like the 7th one, like the demos. This is again from the 200 samples. So if you can go there, you can just check it. The name is like the geolocation sample. So if you run this application, you have some possibilities like track the position, like you get the position. If I say track the position, it is just asking at the first time, like this device is trying to access your location, do you allow? I say yes, allow. Then after that, like whenever I say like yes, allow, so like it will go for my like location and it will check for it. So I am in a close place right now, so I guess it cannot get it through here. Most probably I can use my like simulator for that. So I will use my simulator. So if I say like the get location, I guess it will be the same for that. Well, yes, like it cannot access right now. So what can we do is so we can run this application inside of the simulator, and also we can do the same thing for our sample as well. So let me run this application inside of the simulator. Like here it is. It just created a new the virtual instance of my desktop, and then it will run my application right now. Oops, it is running. Okay. Okay, so let me go there and let me rerun it again. Okay, here it is. So if I say like set tracking, like it was just 42 because I just set my position here as 42 and 42. Like, and also you can just put like altitude and also like the other thing, radius in here. So the good thing is like you can just whenever you change it, for example 45, set the location, like it will automatically update it, or just like 12, like it will just automatically update it. But for the get position is different. Like you it is just getting to the position exactly at that time, but whenever you change it, it won't recognize the changes. It will recognize whenever you click there. So like this is just, you know, getting one time, but the tracking position is just, you know, like starting from a time and continuing whenever you change your position. So like, you know, so let me go there. Like if I will change like this with a really like a sensitive meters or sensitive centimeters, it depends on your, like, you know, device quality. So it will automatically just show like this. So this is just a good thing. And then what will we do is we will integrate this thing in our application as well. Oops, I shouldn't close the simulator. I will run it again. Anyway, so I will go to my Bing Maps sample. So first of all, again, you know, I have lots of additions in here. So I will unregister all of them. So let me say, like, extract this method, push pins. Like I will, like, you know, comment this one, and at the same time I will comment this one as well. So then after that, like, I won't use this code, and also I won't use this code. Oh, I will use, yeah, I won't use that code. So like it shouldn't be an async right now. So what can I do is, like, you know, I can just follow my position. Like, you know, in order to do that, I need to define a geolocator in my application. So if we can go to like this sample, if I can see like track position, like in the first scenario. Basically, it is just starting an instance in here, like it's creating a geolocator, and then it's initializing. Then whenever it is initializing, it's using inside of the application. I will do the same thing again. So I will go my main page, and I will define my geolocator. So let me resolve it. Okay. So then after that, I will just use geolocator for that. So let me use it after my initialization. Then after that, what it does is that basically when the page is loaded in here, like it is using the like on position change. On position change is defined inside of here. It's a geolocator position change. What can we do is we can just go back to our project, and we can just go there and geolocator, and we can say position change. We can handle this event. We can just track this event handler. So what can we do is, like, you know, it is just going there. You know, we have seen that in here. So let me go to on position change method. It's here right now. So I can just copy and paste this one. So I can just copy and paste it, and also there's a dispatcher, like, you know, it will work on, like it will work without like interrupting the project. So, and also there's the await method right now. So I need to define like async like this, because of that is an asynchronous method. So that's okay right now. And also I need to resolve this one with Windows UI Core. So it will work on the background. And then I don't need this one. So this is just a position. So what I will do is, like, you know, that's it from here. So I can use like this position, like here, like this is just post coordinate and like the point. So what can I do is I can comment this one. Let me build this one. Oops, there is no position right now. So let me check it. Oh, that is arcs in here. So let me get it here. Like, let me put it like arcs and then position, and that's it. Okay. So whenever, you know, I run this one, you know, I will get a position. So like, you know, getting this position, what I will do is I can define my location. So this will be my big maps location, and this will be my new location. But this new location will be my latitude and longitude of my existing location. For that, I will use post dot coordinate dot latitude, and then after that I need to define the longitude. Same thing in here, post dot coordinate dot longitude, and that's it. So then after that, I need to add a push pin again. I will add a new push pin there, and new push pin. And this push pin color will be, background will be solid color brush. And this will be windows.ui colors let's say orange. Okay, map layer, let's say map layer again, set the position of our push pin. This will be my push pin, and I will add to my, we didn't give a location name to here. Let's say my location, my log. And I set my log, and then if there is something on my map, let's clear all of it. My map dot children clear, if there is any other pin inside of that, and then we can add my push pin inside of my map. So I can say add and push pin, that's it. So whenever I run this project, it should work, but again, it won't recognize my place. But whenever I try to run that, so there will be a problem as well. So basically, we cannot recognize these kind of things in our application if we don't run what's the name of that, the location, give the permission of the location of our application. So basically, I guess there's a problem. So what can we do is we can define in here, whenever this page will be loaded, we can just define in here this. We can register this event handler in here, then we can get it. So let's run it. So most probably it is just taking a time, but after a while it will send an error. Error will say that you don't have an access to access the location of the user because it didn't ask us. So in order to do that, what can we do is we can go to the declarations, the capabilities. From the capabilities, we need to select the location. For the location now, I selected, so this means this application is able to access any location. So I will run this thing in my simulator. So, oops, there is a problem with it running. So let me clean the solution. When it is ready, I will rerun it again in the simulator. It is starting to deploying right now. Yes, it is here. Yep. As you see, it is just asking for, do you accept this application is trying to access your location? I say yes, hello. Whenever I edit, as you see, it is here, the orange. So what can I do is I can just change the, change that. Set the location, but we use it in our when the application is loaded. So in that case, we need to rerun the application again. So whenever we run the application again, we need to set everything there. So again, we need to run the application again. So in order to do that, let me close it. Oops, I changed the altitude 29 to 42. So I set the location right now. whenever I run this application again, as you see, it is just showing in here. So it was in here, and then it moved here. So like, think about it, like there are lots of possibilities. You can track your position like this, and you can just stay inside of like the application, and you can just show up a really nice, useful, a bunch of features of the Visual Studio and also Windows 8 application. And like with this case, like you will increase the like user experience of your application, and users can easily like follow up what you are trying to give them as a meaningful the information. Like, and also this is a really nice way to like visualize the all data, and like also you can do it with your application as well. So we are running out of time right now. So do you have any questions so far? If you have any question, please just let me know. If not, like as I mentioned before, like you can access to the Mia Dev site, Mia Dev and Mia Influencer. Then after that, like through the Twitter, you can use Mia Influencer hashtag, and you can use like the Mia Dev in here. And if you can move here, like you can ask direct to my email address, Microsoft email address. You can access my Twitter. And also you can access like all recorded videos in my blog post in my blog address, and at the same time like you can go to our Facebook group Mia Windows 8 Champs, and you can access like the all latest news regarding to Windows 8.1. So the Skin is saying that thanks Alex, it was very good. I hope you like it. So because I tried to compile like the all tips and tricks in one session, like it was really hard, like believe me, like every single features of like the Bing Maps and like the geolocation features. So that was a kind of hard, but I tried my best to like deliver to you. Like if you have any question, please just let me know. And as last thing, let me check it inside of Mia Influencer with the hashtag. Okay, like for this web service, I will share it inside of my blog in a presentation deck. So you will see in here. Oops. You can see it from here. So whenever I publish it, you can get it from there. So if you don't have any question, so I am done with the presentation. Like I will upload all the samples on my SkyDrive, and I will share through my blog post. And like if you have any question, please let me know. And also I will share this recording with recording on my blog post as well. So thanks guys for joining. Like hope to see you on the next call. Like to follow up from my blog for like the next coming thing. All question. Thanks. Okay. Thanks a lot and have a nice day, and hope to see you next week. Bye bye.